Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp have released another Tic-Tac video filmed by the military. So let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, on the heels of Skywatcher releasing their new footage, we've got this. This is amazing, guys. This was filmed apparently in the same area as the original Tic-Tac. Well, I mean, I call it original, but you know, the famous Tic-Tac from 2004 Nimitz incident. Obviously, there have been Tic-Tacs in similar shaped vehicles seen throughout the decades. But this is the new footage. There are actually two objects filmed, but I believe there was a fleet, if we're going to call it that, of 4 objects, and they showed transmedium capabilities. So really cool stuff. Of course, the original, the 2004 Nimitz Tic-Tac, that object was interacting with a larger object in the water. Unclear if those things were coming and going from the water, but they were coming and going from space to sea level in like a second. So it's a good bet that those were transmedium as well. Okay, here's the details. The USS Jackson Tic-Tac UAP. In 2023, the U.S. Navy encountered 4 Tic-Tac shaped UAPs off the coast of California. Personnel from the USS Jackson and the CIC Combat Information Center filmed them. One of the vehicles of unknown origin was observed exiting the water, transitioning directly into flight, demonstrating transmedium capability. No flight control surfaces or conventional propulsion signatures were detected. The UAPs executed an observed instantaneous synchronized departure. Operator, purpose, capability, origin, and intent are unknown. The craft remain unidentified. Yeah, this is super cool, guys. I'm so excited about it. Christopher Sharp says, speaking to Liberation Times, the Hill opinion contributor Mark von Rennenkamp, who has analyzed the video, told Liberation Times, this is intriguing footage. Since we have the date, location, and direction the USS Jackson's infrared camera was pointed, we can rule out commercial jets and military helicopters with flight tracker software. Okay, so it's not conventional. This is probably the area where we're talking about. From Nick, in 2023, the U.S. Navy filmed the Tic-Tac shaped UFOs. Here is that footage, and the location from the bottom of the video screen is likely here. So, yeah, again, we're talking about the same general area as the Nimitz Tic-Tac. Intriguing. Unclear if there's a correlation there or not, but let's see. This is the news piece by George Knapp, or is this part of it?
It turns out the 2004 Tic-Tac is pretty much identical to the 2023 model. In February 2023, crew members aboard the Navy's USS Jackson saw an illuminated object emerge from the ocean off the coast of Southern California, in the same general area where the original Tic-Tac was seen. Inside the ship's command center, sailors saw a familiar shape on their thermal sensor.
We call it the VPSS game.
The thermal system, known as Sapphire, is a heat sensor, not a camera, and a closer look shows there were 2 of the objects, not just 1. The witnesses say they saw 4 Tic-Tacs in formation.
But when we start talking about all of the objects, all 4 objects, and what we witnessed was all 4 of them, all in synchronous, jetting off into the abyss. All 4, all timed together, and all left. And we were like, holy and they were all, maybe the second they left, maybe 3-4 seconds pass, I run to my station and I look at my radar and they're all gone. They're all off radar. And I was like, that's it. They all zoomed off. But it's clear that they're in communication with one another and synchronized, like 3, 2, 1 countdown, let's all go type thing, unless there's some level of like one entity is controlling all 4 and then they all leave at the same time.
The crew member requested anonymity. His account and the video recorded from the thermal sensor were made public on the Weaponized podcast by filmmaker Jeremy Corbell.
Okay, yeah, awesome stuff, guys. And let's see, we have, I think another crew member is speaking here.
Here is how one of the witnesses on board the ship described it.
I go out to the bridge wing. I'm noticing things and lights on the horizon, and like city lights or any other ships that are out there. So seeing a light that is lifting up, you can see it. I know the difference between a light on the horizon coming up and a light coming out of the water. When you've been on the water more in your life than you haven't been, you know the difference.
Now let's get into it with Jeremy.
Okay, all right, very cool, guys. This is exciting. I love that we're getting new military footage. It's been a minute. This is from Dan Warren, stabilized and enlarged edit of the UFO footage that Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp shared on Weaponized. All right, let's check it out. The stabilized footage. Thanks, Dan, for putting that up. Tic-Tac.
You call it the VVSS team.
Okay. All right. I'd like to see it jetting off or going and coming from the water, but we're just getting that blurry object. But if you're unhappy with the blurry object, George Knapp has this to say.
As a warning to the interpretation of this video, shot off a thermal screen at night, way out to sea, complete darkness. People are going to gripe, wow, it's grainy footage. Yeah, it's nighttime. It's not an IMAX camera. It's like the USS Omaha, which, even as recently as a week ago, 60 Minutes is trying to dismiss that, as so many have done. Oh, we don't know what that is. It's got to be a drone. A 14-foot wide circle that follows a ship at night for more than an hour, and there are 13 or 14 of them picked up on radar, appearing and disappearing. What the hell was that? It did go into the water. We know it did. Attempts to dismiss that. I'm sure we're going to see some of the same kinds of things with the video we're about to see. But look, it hasn't been explained. They don't know what that is. We don't have something like that can do what that object did. It did disappear in the water. It was a transmedium. We don't know where it came from. We couldn't track it. We haven't been able to shoot those things down. So it's significant when our military guys see something that they know is not ours. They don't know whose it is, but they know it is something very unusual.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if the thing were coming or going in the direction of the Catalina Island, or because that is where the Nimitz fleet ultimately went off to, because, of course, that Tic-Tac was part of a larger fleet that was hanging out in that area, coming and going from space to sea level throughout the week, up to 100 of those craft back in 2004. And again, there was a larger craft in the water. And ultimately, they moved off to Catalina Island. So are they going to an underground base there, or an undersea base there? Are they coming and going from that anomalous structure under the ocean in that part of the ocean? Where are they going? Where are they coming from? What are they doing? What are they doing a deliberate display? Do they want to be seen? Is it operational? Are they about some operation, whatever that is? Resource gathering, spying? What are they doing? And, UFOs often are able to cloak themselves. In fact, that's pretty normal. They seem like they can do that whenever they want to, seemingly. So why are these making themselves visible? Are they doing that deliberately? Are they positioning themselves close to these U.S. warships because they want to get noticed by the military? Are they making a point to the military? Hey, look at us. Look how powerful we are. You can't do anything about us. Don't try to stop us. Or are they just saying, hello? Hey, look at us. We want to play. What are these guys doing? What is their motivation? Either way, I love this new footage. This is awesome. Like I said, it's been a minute since we've had some military footage. It'll be interesting to see the Pentagon, etc., comment on this. If we can get Susan Goff out there debunking it, or what will happen, we'll see. We'll see if Arrow, what statement Arrow might release about this. Either way, really great stuff, but let me know what you guys think about it all in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook and Twitter links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below. Buying one of my books. I'm a novelist. If you like science fiction or fantasy books, maybe you want to check out the latest book in my new series, Cosmic Road. You can see the link below. You can become a channel member because channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Also, channel members frequently get to see videos like this hours before everybody else. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.